Ever watched a movie and thought, damn, that actor really went through it? Well, sometimes they actually did. Behind the Oscars, red carpets, and big paychecks lie stories of emotional collapse, therapy sessions, and sleepless nights. These 10 actors didn't just play their characters, they became them. And in doing so, they paid a heavy price. 10. Kate Winslet, The Reader. Let's start with the ever-graceful Kate Winslet, who went through absolute emotional hell for her role in The Reader. She played Hannah Schmitz, a former Nazi guard who has an affair with a teenage boy. To prepare, Kate immersed herself in Holocaust research, documentaries, survivor testimonies, and history archives. It left her shattered. In an interview with the Huffington Post, she confessed, "Once you see documentary footage of the camp, you can never unsee those things. I'm still absolutely haunted and traumatized." Winslet even admitted she struggled to unlearn Hannah's emotional detachment after filming.
9.
Val Kilmer, The Doors. Val Kilmer practically became Jim Morrison for Oliver Stone's The Doors. The actor spent nearly a year living as the wild rock icon, singing like him, dressing like him, and mimicking his erratic behavior. Kilmer once said, "I had to, for the role, be as disciplined as he was in these escapades." The immersion was so deep that after filming Wrapped, he needed therapy to shake the spirit of Morrison out of his system. For Kilmer, the line between actor and character completely vanished.
8. Bob Hoskins, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Bob Hoskins' co-stars were invisible, literally. Acting opposite animated characters for months drove him to the edge. He admitted to express, "I think I went a bit mad. The trouble was I learned how to hallucinate." Hoskins started seeing cartoon characters moving around him in real life. Imagine finishing a day on set only to find your imaginary friends following you home. That's next-level mental exhaustion. 7. Kyle Richards' Halloween. Before she was a Real Housewife, Kyle Richards was an 8-year-old actress in John Carpenter's Halloween. She had no clue how terrifying the final film would be until the premiere. She recalled, "It was obviously not child-appropriate. I was terrified. I slept with my mom until I was 15 years old. Childhood trauma courtesy of Michael Myers. Now that's a horror legacy." 6. Adrien Brody, the pianist. Adrien Brody's Oscar-winning role as Vladislav Spielman came at a soul-crushing cost. He sold his apartment, gave up his car, and starved himself, losing 30 pounds to feel the same isolation and hunger his character endured. He told BBC News, "I didn't know the desperation that comes with hunger." After filming, he spiraled into depression for nearly a year. Brody may have won gold, but he lost himself in the process. 5. Heather Donahue, The Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project blurred fiction and reality maybe a little too well. Heather Donahue's performance was so convincing that people believed she was actually dead. Her mother even received condolence cards. When the truth came out, the backlash was brutal. She told Vice, "People told me they wished I was dead while I was sitting under a billboard with my own face on it." The viral fame and hate turned her breakout role into a psychological nightmare. 4. Janet Leigh, Psycho. One shower scene, one lifetime of fear. After shooting Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, Janet Leigh swore off showers for good. She told the New York Times, "When I'm in a place where I can only take a shower, I make sure all the doors and windows are locked." That scream wasn't acting. It was a genuine reaction to Hitchcock's psychological tactics on set.
3. Anne Hathaway, Les Miserables.
Anne Hathaway's haunting portrayal of Santine won her an Oscar and stole her peace of mind. She cut off her hair on camera, starved herself to look emaciated, and stayed in character for months. She told Ms. Week, "When I got home, I could react to the chaos of the world without being overwhelmed. It took me weeks till I felt like myself again." The cost of perfection, her sanity. 2. Shelley Duvall, The Shining. Few behind-the-scenes stories are darker than The Shining. Director Stanley Kubrick deliberately pushed Shelley Duvall to emotional breaking points, isolating her, yelling at her, and forcing her to repeat scenes over 100 times. That infamous baseball bat scene, it took 127 takes. Duvall later said, "Your body rebels. It says, 'Stop doing this to me. I don't want to cry every day.'" The fear you see on screen was survival, and it impacted her career at large. 1. Joaquin Phoenix, Joker. And at number 1, the man who literally went mad to play madness.
Joaquin Phoenix lost over 50 pounds, locked himself in isolation, and spiraled into the fractured mind of Arthur Fleck for Joker. Losing that much weight impacts your psychology. You start to go mad, he told ET Canada. The performance earned him an Oscar and global acclaim, but it came with real psychological scars. Phoenix admitted he took months to find his footing again, proof that even brilliance can be dangerous. Hollywood loves to call it dedication, but for some actors, these roles became emotional battlegrounds, scars that don't fade when the cameras stop rolling. So the next time you watch a performance that feels too real, remember, it might be because for the actor, it actually was. Which of these performances shocked you the most? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to First Curiosity for more deep dives into the wild side of Hollywood.